Hey, good morning, it's Owen Bigland. This is the Inside Edge video blog. Wanted to talk to you about the current pricing strategies that are going on right now in the Vancouver market as far as detached homes go in Vancouver and Richmond. Now, there are two schools of pricing strategy going on right now, and I wanted to make sure people understand how they work and the pros and cons of them. So the first one is, first off I should say that the market is still, nothing has changed since last fall. The market is on an unprecedented run here. I would say just since October or November, good detached homes in Richmond and Vancouver are probably up another 7 to 10% just in the last 4 months. It's another huge surge here that's hit. So pretty much every detached home now, they're being listed and the realtors are doing holdbacks, which means they list the property, they might do a sneak peek a couple days later for realtors only to go through the home. They'll do appointment only showings during the week, run an open house Friday and Saturday, and then look at offers the following Monday or Tuesday night. It's called holdbacks. Everything is being sold that way. As a matter of fact, most good condos and townhomes in Vancouver are being sold that way as well. It's a seller's market. Now, there are two camps here as far as realtors go on how they're going to price these homes. And I'm going to give you the pros and cons to both. What's going on here a lot now is the what we call the price it low and watch it grow. So this is where the realtor prices the home way below what market value is to create a circus-like, carnival-like atmosphere of multiple offers, and of course the house is going to sell way above asking price because he's priced it way below what it should be at. Here's the pros and cons to both here. I mean, let's take, for instance, you've got a home in East Vancouver. We'll keep it simple here. We'll say, for argument's sake, you feel that home is worth $1.5 million. That's what the seller and you feel the house should sell for at the end, give or take 5%, let's say. You know the comps, and in this market, you've got to know your comps, and things are moving up so quickly that they're out of date after 3 months. But let's say a similar house sold down the street 2 months ago for $1.4 million. Well, yeah, you're now back up to about 1.5 if you've got a comparable house. That's how much it's gone up in the last 2 or 3 months. Camp number one, the price it low, watch them grow. They might list that house at $1.1 million. So $400,000 below where they think that house is probably going to land. Now, of course, they're going to get an absolute flood of potential buyers there. And this is the type of home that you might get 15, 20, 30 offers on that you read in the newspaper. Now, there are some dangers with this, and one of the big ones is that you want to get it up to 1.5, you've got it at 1.1. You've got an awful lot of runway here to make up to get it into the 1.5 or even over, hopefully. Remember, we think market value is 1.5. It would be nice if we could get more than that. And I'm seeing homes where they're doing the price it low, watch them grow, where they're getting 20, 30 offers, and sure, they're selling at $200,000, $300,000 over asking. It sure makes the realtor look good. I'm sure the sellers think, wow, you got me $300,000 over asking and sold it in 6 days. I can't believe it. That's how fast this market is moving. But I'm seeing some homes where I don't think they made up that real estate in the price. Sure, they've got $300,000 over ask, but I think they didn't make up the full amount there. They priced it too low and weren't able to get it up to really where it could have sold for in this hot market. The other disadvantages and the other problems you face with this is you better make sure that if you're taking the highest cash offer or the highest offer on the table, that offer doesn't have any subject clauses on it. Subject to financing, subject to getting a home inspection, etc. Because talk about leaving the door open for buyer's remorse. You had the home priced at 1.1, the winning bidder was at $1,550,000. You better believe that there's a whole lot of buyer's remorse in there. We were the top bidder. I wonder what the second best offer was. We just offered $450,000 over asking. Now, if they don't have their financing in place, boy, I tell you, it could be dangerous depending on what kind of mortgage they've got put together and what kind of deposit they've got when the bank sees you paid $450,000 over asking. So it can be dangerous if you've got subject clauses. The camp that I fall in is I like to price my homes a little bit much closer to where I think the market value is going to finally be. You can still create a multiple offer situation, and get it over asking. But the one thing it does is it weeds out all the posers. When you're pricing it at 1.1, I mean, you're going to get people that have looked at the homes for the last 2 months. They're approved at a $1.2 million mortgage. They've been outbid on several properties by this time. They come out and look at your home at 1.1 million and think, oh, this is unbelievable. It's perfect. You know, we know it's probably underpriced, but we'll offer 1.2 on this house, thinking that, hey, we've got a shot at it. We're offering $100,000 over asking, when of course they don't have a hope. So these are the ones that you're getting 20 and 30 offers, but how many of them are serious? You're so underpriced that, as I say, you're getting a whole bunch of posers in there that are offering 100 or 150,000 over asking without any hope. By pricing it in the market, you're weeding out a lot of those unqualified buyers that are way, way out of their league on this house. You can still get the multiple offers, and you can definitely take an offer subject free with much less, or even, you're not going to have nearly as much buyer's remorse when a guy's paying $100,000 over asking as opposed to paying $400,000 or $450,000 over asking. So those are the two kind of pricing strategies that are going on right now. And when you see the headlines in the Vancouver Sun or the province about a house in East Vancouver that sold for $600,000 or $700,000 over asking, keep in mind that that house was definitely a price it low, watch it grow strategy. That house had no business being priced where it was. And you have to ask yourself as well, geez, yeah, they sold for $700,000 over ask, sure look good. But I wonder if they would have priced it a little bit further up to where market value was if it couldn't have done even a little bit better. And as I say, I'm seeing some that I think probably could have. There's just too much ground to make up from this lowball asking price. I'm Owen Bigland. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.